lazy narrative. It's like when people want to say, like, their offensive line sucks. What about their offensive line actually sucks? You know, you're like, it's just like a lazy, nobody actually does the work. Now, it is true and well documented that year after year, the Chargers have not gotten this right as far as wanting to take out their pocketbook. It's sort of something that's haunted them, that people like to talk about, and their willingness to pay for what it would cost to land a big fish, like a Sean Payton, like something like that. But every organization can be looked at that way until they're not. Look no further than, you know, the Bengals, also mom and pop-ish at one point. Do they care about the fans, all these? And what does it take? Just a quarterback, a little vibe check, a little culture change, Elizabeth Blackburn and company to turn everything around. And that's all the Chargers needed, was just the one guy, and they got it. They should put all of that to, but you can no longer talk about that anymore. People who want to criticize the Chargers fans, now with this AFC West that's looking absolutely crazy, they land the most coveted coaching candidate. And I mean, I'm going to say Belichick still was, but you know, because I will say we know what Belichick is. This one's a little bit of a wild card, but I'm excited to see it. Fresh off a national championship, he averaged 11 wins per season over his 4 years with the Niners, so there was some consistency there. I love this for the franchise. And my helmet over here, which somehow, listen, I don't have anything to do with what goes on back here, but sometimes it's different every day and it's wobbly, and there's like gremlins in the studio that decide to like F with my stuff. So this is for you, Herbert, Coach Harbaugh. You know, there was a collection of fables that I would always have to read in grammar school, and one of them was called, let's move this one over. One of them was called The Boy and the Nettles, and it was about a kid who got stung by this thing called a nettle. It was like a weed, and if you graze it delicately, like if you walk by on a cute little hike and saunter around, it will sting the shit out of you. But if you grab it really boldly, it can't hurt you. So the moral of that story was do boldly what you do at all, and that sort of stuck with me really my whole life, and that's what the Chargers are doing here. They sort of would graze by the weeds and get pricked by them year after year after year, and now they went and they grabbed that thing, and they've got their guy, and hopefully he can do his thing with one of the most talented quarterbacks the league has in Justin Herbert. So very excited. How does that look back there? Yeah, that looks pretty good. None of them are in the dance this year, but I still have lots of love for them.